All right, and welcome to Fast Break Breakfast NBA Podcast. My name is Keith Parrish, and I'm here once again through the miracle of computer phone with my buddy Dave DeFore. Dave, how's it going, man?
It's sticky. It's humid.
Got some humidity in Southern California. I feel so sorry for you.
I grew up in Virginia.
Yeah,
thinking
you did.
that I just hated summertime.
Yeah.
Oh man, I can't. No, humidity made me so miserable as a kid, and this is not what I'm in Southern California for. It's that super El Nino. I don't know if
the El Nino's hitting us pretty hard, slapping us around a bit.
Yeah,
in Middle Tennessee.
I don't have air conditioning.
It has been that's too bad for you.
I mean, I have like a little guy, but nothing for this.
There's not even anything air conditioning can do for a lot of the weather we're getting, as far as like prepping our kids for, hey, let's go play soccer in the park. And you're like, it's 96 and it's humid. And I don't think people can do it. And then I'm like, are we supposed to adjust somehow? Should we stop using air conditioning to condition our children, our offspring, to live in a world that's getting warmer and warmer?
No, we can't. See, this is the issue, man.
Yeah.
It's like, about the wet bulb I
don't think so.
situation. It's when the relative humidity, like the dew point and the temperature get close. Basically, there's a point where it's too hot and humid for your sweat to evaporate, so your body can't cool.
Ah.
Right. The closer and closer those numbers get together.
Well, is this where Americans need to learn some of the other cultures and how they deal with heat? Like people drink hot tea in the summer and they think we are idiots for drinking ice water or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, why are you putting cold water in your body? Like it's hot. You need to regulate.
Covering up, I try to cover up where
cover up.
Light clothes, but then it's humid.
Well, I try to explain to people, this is about covering up, Dave. The beard is a cooling mechanism. People are like, why do you have a beard in the summer? And I'm like, 1, keeps the sun off my skin.
Sun protection.
2, it holds my sweat in there. It's this natural air conditioner. There's a little moist, there's water in my beard. The wind blows. It feels amazing. Oh, speaking of covering up, Dave, I have a very important question I want to ask you. This has to do with the people walking around my neighborhood. I've already sent you the video before about the American flag guy. Yeah. Guy walking around with a giant full-size American flag. It's a little disconcerting this day and age.
Any day and age.
I have a question for you, because you are not ashamed of your body like I am ashamed of my body.
Oh, yeah, sure.
So we have a neighbor who clearly, I'm not going to say does steroids, but he's very muscular. He's put a lot of work into his upper body.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks his dog shirtless. No big deal. Show it off, gym shorts or whatever, shirtless, giant muscles. Okay, that's cool. However, a couple of days ago, I saw him shirtless, not in shorts, blue jeans and shirtless. And I was like, that is not okay.
Now you're doing a different thing.
I was like, listen, I get it. We all know you're sort of showing off. Also, you're sort of tanning. Maybe he does professional body stuff, has to get a nice tan. Yeah. So he's doing it.
He's that jacked.
He's not like muscle. He's not like bodybuilder jacked. But still, I was like, all right, he likes to get a nice tan. But also you have this, in my mind, you have this like plausible deniability that I'm just too hot. I'm not wearing a shirt because I'm getting too sweaty. I don't like that. But you're
not out there sweating in jeans.
When you paired it with the blue jeans, I was like, you can't walk your dog in blue jeans and no shirt. That's just
sweat.
I was like, that's just not. It bothered me. But then I was like, should it bother me? Should I be like, listen, like shorts and shirtless feels normal.
Okay, but
the no shirt and blue jeans felt very strange.
That's different.
Yeah,
it is different. Right. I don't know. That's weird.
It hadn't even crossed my mind before.
About the only time I take my shirt off outside is, I'm at the beach or whatever, or exercising. I'm outside, I'm running, I'm walking home after the gym. And I do, but I'm also wearing shorts too.
we are on a sort of a main thoroughfare, not a thoroughfare, but there's heavy foot traffic on our street. And of course, like the weather I've been saying, El Nino, very hot, very humid. People are barely dressed on their walks and while running.
Sure.
Again, totally accepted that. The blue jeans threw me for a loop. I was like, blue jeans and shirtless is a new thing I hadn't thought of before.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a weird one.
Is it etiquette? I don't know. I feel like the social contract has been breached a little bit.
Well, that's contract. That's maybe like low hanging social contract stuff though. That's
Anyways, it's early for you, Dave. Have you had breakfast?
Nope, just coffee. You know, I have a breakfast queued up though. So yeah, it's big day in the gym. So got probably gonna have like 4 or 5 eggs.
Wow.
Toast.
You're rather Gaston right there. Look
big
at you.
breakfast.
Also can't hide money. 4 or 5 eggs. Well, that's a lot of dough.
Well, I had, the eggs aren't bad out here. So
I had
pretty cheap.
I had part of a chocolate eclair. It's my wife's birthday week.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Fastbreak Breakfast, the chief producer and patron. So she might be a little overloaded with the treats. So she said, listen, I'm not going to eat all these things. So I had
Did she ever give you takes and say, hey, look, I need you to say this on the podcast?
She's working from home today, and she's like, I was like, I'm going to do a couple of shows today. And she's like, how many do I need to be on? I was like, well, I mean, maybe. We did a thing that I put behind the paywall, and she got a little mad with me that it went behind the paywall. Oh. And I was like, it wasn't you, it was me.
Episode.
I didn't feel like I did a great job on the episode. So maybe I wasn't ready to release it to everyone. I just wanted the Patreon supporters, the people who pay for it, the people who have stuck by in thick and thin. And she's like, you wouldn't put me out to the general masses? I was honestly, like, I don't feel like I did a good job. She should do the over-unders. She's got a lot. Her pithy observations about the NBA are generally hilarious and usually on. And she actually asks a lot of the great questions that sometimes I overlook. Like,
start writing those down.
I really should. But anyways, happy birthday to her.
Send them to me.
I'll try to get her more. Try to get her more on this show. She's got. I mean, there's a lot of great questions. Like, trying to think of one. It's not just Grizzly stuff because she has a lot of like,
Well, you watch everything.
I can't think of an example. She wants to know a lot of questions about like LeBron James and things, and like just why LeBron James? I can't tell you. Are the like do the Grizzlies really think they're going to be good? No, sweetie, I don't think they do. All right, let's.
Do you have any Cam Boozer summer league takes?
No, she likes his hair. Honestly, she might be taking a little bit of a Grizzlies break. Sad news. She loved Brandon Clark. It's hard for everybody. Well, on that note, I guess I can move to a breakfast and bed apology. Play some sad music there. Yes. What was I going to apologize for?
I'm still like the jeans, no shirt, walking in the neighborhood is weird. That's weird. It's weird. It's not like, ran out to my car in jeans and no shirt. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, walking around the neighborhood and it's hot. And you're in jeans?
I remember my breakfast and bed apology. This is my chance to make right what I got wrong on a previous episode. I feel like I should have acknowledged that Bradley Beal's deal with the Clippers also salary cap circumvention. Almost certainly agreed to a year ago.
Okay.
I think this one has some plausible deniability, right. I guess.
Yeah, because I know like Miami was trying to sign him, right? Like I think Bradley Beal did not play last year. Completely worthless. Yeah, got hurt, like the hip thing. If he's healthy though, and you get Bradley Beal for like $5 million, that's great. Like, I mean, I honestly
think it's great.
People like him too, so that helps.
Would you rather have Bradley Beal or Bennedict Mathurin for essentially the same money?
Same money.
What's the deal with that? We can come back to Mathurin in a second, but I think there's a fair argument to be made. All credit to Nate Duncan for pointing me on the right path here. There's a fair argument to be made that when Bradley Beal did his buyout with the Suns and joined the Clippers for an under-market deal, arguably, They'd already agreed, we will make you whole the next year. I know not all of his 2-year, $13 million deal is guaranteed, but enough of it is that makes you feel like they said, yes, we will give you this no matter what, which is illegal, even though every team probably does it. It's not on the Gary Trent Jr. scale.
Right.
It's not on Kawhi Leonard getting Daktronics Rhode Island Football Club equity and aspiration money scale. It's maybe not even on, actually, it probably is above DeAndre Jordan getting a Lexus sponsorship for $500,000. I think it's over that. I think saying you sign here for the minimum, next year we'll give you several million guaranteed, plus an option if you're healthy that you'll get paid more. Also circumvention, but of course.
And Miami probably made the offer, but it resets it because it would have just been the minimum this year,
Yeah, so Miami did pick up Klay Thompson. Kudos to me. Last episode, out of the blue, saying, could we get a Klay Thompson buyout maybe to help their shooting somewhat? I'm not sure it moves the needle a ton.
Oh, I think it's a pretty big deal. Because they needed
any shooting, of course.
Yep.
They still have no dribbling.
Well, that's true.
Damian Mitchell and Giannis.
Yeah, I said this the other day on the show. They don't have any point guards.
Yeah.
Right. Davion Mitchell is okay. Like, he's a good player, but they need like anybody who can dribble. Klay, you don't want him dribbling. Tim Hardaway Jr., you don't want him dribbling. It's gonna be rough.
And Klay gave up a good amount of money in this buyout.
And got a player option.
This is not your Kentavious Caldwell-Pope buyout. I gave back nothing.
Right.
He gave it back a significant amount. Will he receive Carnival cruise ship equity? Who's to say? Who's to care? Adam Silver won't care.
Apparently he can boat to the arena.
Oh, that's pretty fun.
There's apparently a marina right there. So
Klay Thompson reuniting with, Tim Hardaway Jr. and Klay Thompson, did they overlap or was it? No, I think the Mavs got rid of Tim Hardaway Jr., thought Klay Thompson would be a great upgrade, arguably was never an upgrade from the last 2 seasons.
Right.
I mean, Klay shot a great percentage from 3 last year, but that's, that's all he does. And he can't really guard anybody that's not big.
Right.
Going back to
be an issue in Miami.
Going back to Bennedict Mathurin. Bennedict Mathurin is going to sign with the New Orleans Pelicans. The Pelicans are probably still going to have to do some salary cap work before they actually, I think, officially do the deal. Shams Charania described it as an aggressive pursuit. Yet, this is a very small contract. Yeah. This is a 2-year, $16 million deal. This is less than his qualifying offer was per year.
Yeah.
And the Clippers are like, great. Zero interest in picking up this young guard who we acquired in a trade. We'd rather have Bradley Beal. That part is real weird, right?
It's a little weird. I think Mathurin's a decent player. If you have him coming off your bench, at least you got a guy who can give you like 15 a game, gets to the free throw line. Like, he's bad on defense, but this is a weird one.
I mean, I don't know what the Clippers are planning this year after the Kawhi Leonard trade goes through. They aren't, of course, a candidate to tank because tanking is not going to work quite right, and they don't have. I
think they're planning to go to arbitration. I don't
I think their plan this season is arbitration.
They're going to be fighting all year.
Their depth chart is weird. I mean, the players on the team, of course, Darius Garland is great, known for missing games. Brandon Ingram had an all-star season, known for missing games. The rest of the roster, Bradley Beal is known for a few things, mostly missing games. They drafted Keaton Wagler. It's a weird squad.
Yeah.
But you'd think they were in sort of a rebuild-ish. Why wouldn't you want Bennedict Mathurin for almost nothing or just play it out?
Right.
They can't even do a sign and trade because the contract's too little.
Mm-hmm.
It's not for enough years. So I think they're just like, go with God. Enjoy New Orleans, Bennedict.
Yeah.
And that's very strange to me.
It is strange because he's restricted. They could basically hold out until he has to sign that qualifying offer. But you're losing him for nothing now, or you're losing him for nothing next season. I guess they just said might as well be now.
I'm now thinking how weird it is over the history of this show. Haven't said eggs Bennedict Mathurin that much.
Oh,
just saying.
Wow.
Maybe we used to do it all the time and I just forgot.
He's not good enough. Like, when do you ever find
we did call him the eggs Benny. You know what? We did call him eggs Benny. This is coming back to me. Yeah,
sure.
Right.
But you know,
the Pelicans, one of the weirdest teams. We're not really getting into them today. Today's episode, mainly we're going to talk about the Northwest Division. So we will come back and talk more about Jonathan Kuminga and the fit on the Timberwolves. But all this player movement, I mean, the restricted free agency always receives a lot of criticisms, and we still have the Jalen Duren thing floating out there. But this, I don't know. The way it played out for Bennedict Mathurin is so odd. Just a team being like, yeah, we're good. Just keep going. I mean, he's in his early 20s. He was a positive contributor to a finals team.
Yep.
We're good. We got Max Strus for free. Bradley Beal's coming back. This is Keaton Wagler's team. It's really odd to me.
Yeah.
You generally, the rule of thumb in the NBA, as all you listeners know, you just don't let your players leave for nothing. You pick up a player in a trade.
Unless you're the Sacramento Kings.
Unless you're the Kings, and then you just unload guys. The Kings have waived and stretched the guaranteed money that was owed DeMar DeRozan. Also, DeMar DeRozan to the Nuggets. We can talk about that on today's episode. Mm-hmm. We'll get to that when we talk about the Nuggets. Yeah, I think the Bennedict Mathurin thing is very odd. It's not, of course, the oddest thing the Clippers have been involved in the last 12 months, but it isn't a normal front office decision that would go down. And Pelicans, what a weird team. At the very least, one of the worst teams in the NBA last year, the Pelicans, did not totally sit on their hands all offseason. They've now made a move. And
DeAndre Jordan, don't forget, they re-signed DeAndre Jordan.
Of course. Anyways, let's take a break, and then we'll come back, and we will talk about the Northwest Division. Before the break, just a reminder, I think the league might be full, but also we could probably squeeze maybe one more team in there. Our Fastbreak Breakfast Fantasy Football League drafts this Sunday, early afternoon. If you want to get in there, you got to be a Patreon supporter, patreon.com/fastbreakbreakfast. You have to be at the $5 a month tier. Also at that tier, you get access to the listener Slack channel. You also get access to bonus episodes. I think I'm dropping a Fast Break Breakfast Dynasty League free agency review bonus episode. That will appeal to about 25 people. So very exciting stuff. If you want to get involved with all that and play fantasy football, patreon.com/fastbreak breakfast. All right, Dave, over the last couple of weeks, we've been previewing some of these divisions. We hit the Central Division and the Southeast. Listeners, if you hadn't heard those shows, go check those out. For these teams, we've been talking about who their best player is, if it's up in the air. We've been trying to assess how many players on each roster could you theoretically trade for multiple first-round picks. We have also gone over some moves in the offseason that we might have forgotten already. Although the more I've gotten into this, I think it's really reactivated my memory. Now it's all top of mind. So maybe that category is less fun than it used to be in the last couple episodes. Also just talking about maybe what their best 5-man lineups are, any other things that come up. Comparing the divisions, the Central Division we said had approximately 10 players you could swap for multiple first-round picks, not counting players that were drafted this season. Does Peyton Watson going to the Cavs change that at all? I mean, maybe Peyton Watson could get flipped for if they immediately flipped him. Maybe. I mean, it's a little hard to get a firm number because some of these are circumstance, whatever the exact circumstances are. Like for the
I don't know. I mean, wait, the Nuggets only got one first,
which feels sort of right. I don't know. It's very rare to have a young player who averaged that many points per game get just traded flat out, like in restricted free agency, change teams. That's very rare. Of course, it's because of financial reasons for the Nuggets.
Sure.
Getting one pick though feels sort of also right because it's only 1 year of kind of proof of concept that he is good. There's also a lot of talk that he set out the playoffs to protect himself financially long term. As a non-NBA player and a non-NBA agent, I'm a little confused here. Can you not get like Lloyd's of London to have some kind of massive...
Yeah, you can get insured.
Insurance against future earnings?
Yeah, you can get insured.
Anyways.
But also, I mean, Aaron Gordon was dragging himself up and down the court with
Aaron Gordon's made a lot more money in his career than Peyton Watson has.
It's fair. It's fair.
It's a job.
It is.
We said the Southeast Division maybe had about 13 guys that you could probably flip for multiple first-round picks. Of course, some were kind of weird, where we're like, I don't know, maybe Jalen Suggs, maybe Nickeil Alexander-Walker. So we'll see if the number for the Northwest Division is higher. I think it might be higher. The Northwest Division is good.
It's stacked.
There's a lot of...
The Thunder might have 13 guys.
Yeah. So we're going to go from record last season, from best to worst. And the worst team last year was the Jazz, and they have a lot of guys. If there were a fire sale, if Danny Ainge wanted to start over, which who's to say he won't? Who's to say he's like, it's better than winning? Racking up picks in a trade. The Thunder. Best player is, of course, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. If they wanted to trade every single player, how many guys bring back multiple first-round picks, Dave?
Shai for sure. I think J-Dub.
Yeah.
J-Dub. I think Chet.
100%.
Maybe Case and Wallace, who's really good.
I think the Case and Wallace would be a similar, if they did a sign and trade type thing like Peyton Watson, I would say yes.
Yeah, he'd get 2 picks for sure. But Case and Wallace is proven to. Maybe AJ Mitchell. His AJ Mitchell is so cheap.
Yeah.
That might be it. But like, you could talk me into Hartenstein or Caruso too, just because like they're such winning players that if you're a championship level team, like let's say I don't know, like worst case scenario, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander gets hurt this year and misses time. Oh, okay. I could see the Thunder saying, you know what? We don't have enough to win a title. We got Caruso, we got Hartenstein. We're going to put them on the block. And Caruso maybe gets you 2 picks, which is maybe is crazy, but it depends on the team. And if it was like a team like trying to go for a title, why not?
I would push back to say
crazy.
That already happened.
Right.
We're a team pushing for the title. Traded for Caruso and no picks were involved. Just one Josh Giddey.
That's fair. All right, but the Bulls
I think for the purposes of our exercise, we have those 3 absolute yeses. I'm going to say Case and Wallace, yes. I mean, I can imagine
AJ Mitchell.
I think AJ Mitchell's the other one. I'm going to say Hartenstein is like that's a 1 first-round pick if they needed to get off the money and wanted to go a different direction. If like Mara or Sorber's really good and they're like, for financial reasons, we're going to flip this guy, get a cheaper player. So I'm going to say AJ Mitchell, though, kind of, I
think so.
I think maybe 2 bad first-round picks, but
it could be even one of those fake firsts that turns into 2 seconds or something like that. But I could see it.
So the Thunder
so good and he's so cheap right now.
The Thunder have 4 to 5 guys.
What about Jared McCain? Probably not quite, right?
I think he'd have to prove a lot more. I don't think any of the unproven. I mean,
well, they don't. Yeah,
Topic and Sorber are sort of like rookies, like because they haven't played. Here's a question: any rookies in their rotation this year? Because they got rid of their depth with Dort and Wiggins and Isaiah Joe leaving. Do any of these rookies crack the regular rotation?
Sturts might play. I mean, this is a team. Yeah. They play a lot of guys.
They do have a lot of guards. This is the one thing where I actually thought, my initial thought was, oh, sure, Sturts will get in. But then I'm like, wait, they have SGA, Cason Wallace, Jared McCain, AJ Mitchell. And then maybe are Topic and Sturts fighting for the same minutes?
Maybe.
I guess we could count Topic as rookie. I mean, I think Mara probably does.
I don't know. Like, I think on the depth chart, he's pretty low, right? Because they're maybe going to start big and do Chet and Hartenstein.
Yeah.
Okay. But Chet's going to have to play some 5. You got Jalen Williams on the bench. He's going to play. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right.
Mara's going to be good enough.
So maybe when the roster's fully healthy, I think you and I are actually both leaning, despite Sturts and Mara getting taken pretty high.
Yeah.
Both leaning. Probably not. Like, they're going to get minutes because they're going to blow so many teams out. They're going to play plenty. But just saying, in a close game with the roster fully healthy, no. I think actually I'm comfortable with them maybe not having any rookies in the rotation.
Think about look, they have choice. Their choice to make is, do we want to start Cason Wallace or AJ Mitchell?
Yeah.
Teams don't have that choice. Like, the Thunder are just stacked.
Are there any moves they made that we forgot? I don't think so, because they didn't really they just got rid of people.
Yeah, like, I forgot that Detroit got Isaiah Joe, but not that the Thunder got rid of him.
Right. There you go.
Right.
I think it's not a forgetful thing. Looking at their roster, they are, I would argue, really light at like the power forward spot.
Yeah, I mean, Caruso and Kenrich Williams basically wind up playing a lot of 4 for him, I think, this year. We'll see. J-Dub is going to play a lot of 4.
Yeah. And of course, I think their whole season going big picture is just coming down to J-Dub.
That's it.
And his health. And
is the wrist thing fixed? Like, is he back from that? And then the hamstring. The hamstrings are tricky because once a guy hurts his hamstring, it does seem like it's something that lingers for a few seasons.
Their team last year could have easily won the NBA title.
Yeah.
If Jalen Williams is healthy. They were obviously very close without Jalen Williams in the postseason against the Spurs. Let's go to the next team. The Denver Nuggets were second in the Northwest last year with 54 wins, 10 games behind the Thunder, who had 64 wins. I'll say it, a disappointing 64 wins from the Thunder last year. The Nuggets, of course, their best player is Jokic. He's an unrestricted free agent to be, possibly.
Yeah.
This upcoming off season. They did pick up DeMar DeRozan. How do you feel about DeMar DeRozan joining the Denver Nuggets?
That's the kind of guy they need, actually. Like, coming off the bench, they need somebody who can give them 15 minutes of buckets. 20 on a night where Jokic is maybe a little tired. I don't hate it. Is it the best thing for DeMar DeRozan? I don't know. We'll see. But I think that they're going to need him. Who else on this team can dribble and take a shot?
I love DeMar DeRozan, and I'm really ecstatic for him to join a team that seems a lock to make the playoffs. I want to see DeMar DeRozan in important games. I want to see him in the postseason. However, I have this fear that he's sort of like the NFL player Takeo Spikes, who was one of my favorite NFL linebackers. Takeo Spikes was so good and was on garbage teams for his whole career. Was on the Bengals for most of his career. And he kept jumping around at the end of his career to go to playoff teams.
Mm-hmm.
But he never made the playoffs. Something went wrong every time he jumped to a new team. I'm a little worried DeMar DeRozan just being there. I don't know if he's cursed, but I'm nervous about the outcomes.
All right. But like, DeMar was in Chicago and Sacramento.
I'm not blaming DeMar DeRozan.
Okay.
Yet.
I mean, listen, this is a team. I'm not super high on the Nuggets, man.
What's their best? So here, next question. What's the best 5-man lineup? Is it just the starting lineup, the presumed starting lineup if DeMar DeRozan does not start?
Yeah, I think it is.
So Jamal Murray, Christian Brown, Cam Johnson, Aaron Gordon, Jokic.
Yeah, and on paper, that's fantastic. If Christian Brown can bounce back, play a little better, like shoot a little better, that starting five can play with anybody.
Yeah. I mean, Aaron Gordon's health, year older. You need Cam Johnson to play like we thought he was going to play and to fit like we thought he was going to fit.
And he was pretty good down the stretch.
I mean,
year.
I also, because I don't want to blame my beautiful favorite players, Cam Johnson and Nikola Jokic, I put a lot at David Adelman's feet. Like,
oh, wow.
Dude, how did you mess this up so bad? Like, I mean, it is wild because you lose in the playoffs. They won 54 games last year. A lot of that was at the end of the year when they were stacking the wins to finish. I think they beat their over-under by half a game and won something like their last 13 games.
Yeah. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
Since
please.
We're talking about David Adelman. How do you feel about Dave Yeager being hired there?
This is the old going to a team where you thought the coach was on the rockiest situation. Like, I want to, I'll take a King's job.
Yeah.
I'll be lead assistant on the Pelicans and see Willie Green's on his way out or whoever. I mean, hopefully Dave Yeager, I think he's probably a great guy who surprisingly hasn't gotten another shot at a head coaching gig. I mean, I don't know, but this goes to the front office. Are they going to fire a guy? Are they going to pay two coaches?
I don't know. I mean, the Spurs hired Billy Donovan.
Yeah. What players on this team besides Jokic get traded for multiple firsts?
Is Jamal Murray?
The Jamal Murray money is what I'm trying to say, is so big. You would say, of course, Jamal Murray is worth 2 first-round picks. But if you actually ran the exercise of which team,
right,
then you're like, oh, well, maybe there's a reason Trae Young was given away. Maybe there was a reason LaMelo Ball, who is way younger and way cheaper than Jamal Murray, didn't go for that much in a trade. I think we have to say yes for the purposes of this exercise, but also coming up with a team that would actually do it.
Right.
I mean, literally who? Would the Magic...
Would the Raptors?
Trade? Oh, okay, the Raptors. Yes, they would, because he's Canadian.
But also,
you got to lean into that
really well there.
It fits. I think the Raptors would. I mean, Jakob Poeltl, Emmanuel Quickly.
That's it.
You take back Zeke Naji. How do you not get off the Zeke Naji money this offseason?
I don't know. And the problem is they probably need him to play.
I think the Raptors is a great call. So they have 2 players you can get multiple firsts for. Aaron Gordon at this point, I don't think so. You'd have to have the right fit, and also you'd want to know that Gordon was healthy, I think. But I don't know how you.
Gordon's you mean Aaron Gordon? I don't think Aaron Gordon's getting 2 firsts.
Okay, no. And then definitely nobody else.
Yeah, Cam Johnson would have at one point potentially gotten 4.
Yeah,
how crazy is that? And now could it be 1?
Well, now you'd get nothing because teams know you're trying to get rid of the money.
Yeah.
So you would negotiate with them and be like, no, you have to pay me.
The Nuggets are just, I don't know, man. It's so sad.
Their bench, man. Actually, we have a listener question about this. Here we go. Let's stick this in right now. This is the croissant questioner. Are you going to finish that croissant? Bobby Payton, who is a Nuggets fan. I know this from the Slack. Based on the following bench, Zeke Naji, Alpha Diallo, Deron Holmes, Trayvon Brazil, Tyus Jones, Marvin Bagley, Julian Strawther, and Spencer Jones. And I have to throw in DeMar DeRozan here, assuming he's going to be 6-man. Predict the Jokic on-off numbers this season.
Oh, God.
The on-off net rating swing, Dave. I'm gonna set the bar at whatever it was for Jokic and Valanciunas last year, which I think was like a 20 point. It was like a
I think it's gonna be like 30.
Yeah.
Marvin Bagley's gonna play a lot of 5. I'm guessing.
Marvin Bagley, I like.
Yeah, but okay, Keith. They're really small. They're really small. They like that. Just your defense is going to be atrocious.
They don't have backup guards.
They don't have backup anything. They don't have. How do you feel about Spencer Jones?
He's okay.
He's fine.
He was
your ninth man.
He was unbelievably on fire in the postseason, and cashed that in for like $6 million a year. And Tyus Jones cannot be your only backup dribbler.
Julian Strother, like you know, do you trust him to be a backup point guard? I don't know. I mean, DeMar is going to have the ball in his hands a ton on the bench, right? Like, it's going to be, hey, DeMar, can you score 20 points a night off the bench? That's actually that's going to be fun to watch.
I mean, I don't know.
What is he, 3,600 points? Is that it, Keith, he needs?
Oh, to get, like, I don't remember. To get where? To like top, how far away is he? From like the top 5?
Close, right?
What is he? Well, his all-time scoring. Yeah, look that up if you don't mind. Yeah, this team, I do think I think Zeke Naji is not as horrible as his bad contract kind of plays him out. I think he can give you minutes. Maybe Deron Holmes, years from injury. The question, does a rookie play in the rotation when the team's fully healthy? I think it's possible. Trayvon Brazil does, just because they need maybe some big minutes. I don't know. Yeah.
DeMar has 26,711 points. So he's not far off from 30,000 points. He needs like less than 3,300 points. And that would make him top 10 all time.
There we go. Yeah.
Even with James Harden, James Harden's going to be top 10 like the first month of the season.
There you go.
James Harden's going to pass Julius Erving this year. And Wilt Chamberlain's not far. This is why I don't look at these lists, because, man, it makes me feel like old sports fans.
Yeah. DeMar's going to pass Olajuwon and Westbrook, Elvin Hayes and Dan Issel this year. I guess the question will be, does he get enough opportunity to get closer to like Carmelo and Shaq near the top 10? I'm cheering for DeMar DeRozan. I'm cheering for the Nuggets, but I got to say, I picked up the Nuggets as like a side piece team in Jokic's rookie year, and I don't know if I can handle having my side piece so worried about not spending or like not spending to compete.
It's not much fun.
Like my team does that. With the side piece, you know, a little exhilaration, a little going for the win. And I know, like, paying in, 8-to-1 tax ratio on Peyton Watson, not ideal. But you're kind of, I feel like you're fumbling a little bit with these final years of Jokic. Any moves we forgot about? No.
They didn't.
They didn't really do anything. They just did a sign and trade where they got no players back for Peyton Watson. The Minnesota Timberwolves, Dave, third in the regular season, but first in our hearts, perhaps. They were 49-33 last year. Their best player is Anthony Edwards.
Yep.
They have had a wild offseason. Most recently, they acquired Jonathan Kuminga for very little. And apparently, according to the reports, they signed him for very little, in part because they promised him the starting power forward spot. Don't like that.
Nope. Don't like that at all. So you went from Julius Randle and Naz Reid. Okay. That's your power forward rotation.
Yep.
To Kuminga and
Trey Lyles back from Europe.
Yeah. Not great.
That's not good.
Not great. Luckily they look, I love their guard depth, but I don't like the front court. I mean, listen, Rudy and Berger, I actually feel pretty good about.
Yeah.
I think Berger is going to wind up being really good.
So they of course made the hugest splash earlier by picking up LaMelo Ball.
Mm-hmm.
And so LaMelo and Anthony Edwards and Jaden McDaniels plus Gobert is about as good as you can get in the NBA. And of course, there was this gaping hole for who is the fifth starter. And I guess the thought was after last year's postseason, well, Ayo Dosunmu, and just you'll kind of make it work, and you'll hopefully get something out of Berger, and your front court's all right. It didn't seem ideal. It seemed risky. But now adding Kuminga, who can score going downhill. That's kind of it.
Right.
With LaMelo's playmaking, could be delightful.
Sure.
Could be really good. But I don't know if it's exactly what this roster, when you read off those other four names, LaMelo, Ant, Jaden McDaniels, and Gobert, and you're like, oh, that's awesome. That is it's not fully turd in the punch bowl, but that's not the fifth wheel. We were like, oh, that makes sense. It's very far from the, oh, that makes sense as a fifth guy for that unit. And this team has some huge questions off the bench. And maybe they're going to, are they going to stretch Josh Green to make money or something? Because Josh Green makes kind of a lot and he's not very good. You have Terrence Shannon,
who only plays in the conference finals.
They saved
to play in the regular season.
Yeah, they saved as a change of pace for the postseason, which was kind of fun.
Look, you got Bones.
You got Bones still there. Yeah,
you got Ayu. I think your guards, you're in pretty good shape. It's once you again, it's the 3 and 4 spots. I think they get tricky, but especially the 4. I mean, Kuminga is just not the shooter that they need in this spot. And he's not like this great rebounder either, right?
No,
he's not going to add possessions either.
He's one of those guys who's so athletic and has such good size that I feel like our brains are kind of like, oh, so he's like a good activity guy and he's a pretty good defender. Like, no, he's not. Like, not at all. So I don't know. I don't love it. Also, the vibe shift from moving on from Mike Conley, Kyle Anderson, Joe Ingles, and then trading Naz Reid to not have Kuminga. I mean, maybe just does getting rid of Julius Randle, was Julius Randle negating all the positive energy from Mike Conley, Joe Ingles, Naz Reid, and Kyle Anderson?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
It's weird.
It's a gamble. It's a roll of the old proverbial dice.
At least it's cheap.
It is cheap. I mean, sorry, Kuminga. That's not very much money. Kuminga might have misplayed his hand a couple of times.
Sure.
The Warriors were offering him, 4-year, $90 million?
Mm-hmm. Something like that.
He's not going to sniff that. And then it was 3 years, 75. I'm worried he's not going to sniff that.
I mean, what kind of year would he have to have?
It's a great question.
He'd have to be like 18 and 10.
What kind of year would Jonathan Kuminga have to make his, what is he getting this year? Is it $8 million?
It's 8. Yeah.
All right. So for him to make up $67 million,
like to be able to opt out.
Yeah. And then sign enough to make up your money. That's a great question. Timberwolves make the finals. And I think
Peyton Watson just got 4 years, 88.
Hey,
right? 22.
If he goes 15 points per game on like 55% field goals, 15 and 7 or something, and they make the finals or conference finals again. Yeah. Okay. He's cashing out. He's probably getting 20, 25 a year.
Okay.
And maybe he's made whole that way. Good question. Yeah. That's a tough one. Will any rookie make the healthy rotation?
I don't think so.
I kind of wanted to say yes to Isaiah Evans, but then, like you said,
they got a lot of guards.
They got a lot of guards. Also, a couple of years ago, Dillingham was like a top 10 pick, couldn't get in.
Right.
Tell me a second rounder is going to get in? So no. What is their best 5-man lineup if it's not Jonathan Kuminga? Is it just Ayo?
I think it's Ayu and then Jaden McDaniels playing the 4.
I think it has to be just because those guys are so much better than everybody else on the roster.
Right. That's it.
I mean,
That's
DiVincenzo out for the whole year. Like that is such a blow. And it's a risk, man. Betting on LaMelo Ball health. Oh, we didn't do how many players can get traded for multiple firsts. Which is honestly is kind of, I feel like it's debatable. We'll go ahead and say yes to LaMelo because there were so many swaps, and yes to Ant. I would say, of course, to Jaden McDaniels.
Same.
He's close to untouchable.
And I think Rudy Gobert. Still, I think Rudy Gobert. I think he's good enough.
He is a walking top 10 defense all to himself.
Period. Yeah.
I mean, Zubac last year, a couple firsts. So, I mean, yes, Gobert.
Sure,
I mean, Walker Kessler just now. All right. So that puts them at 4, which is really high. The Trailblazers, Dave. The Trailblazers have the weirdest roster. They have the weirdest roster.
I can't wait till we get to what's their best 5-man lineup.
What's their
best 5-man lineup?
All right, let's start here. Their best player is
Denny Avdia.
Denny Avdia by a lot, right?
Right, by a lot.
Denny Avdia is their best player by a lot. Anytime you can surround your best players with pieces that don't fit whatsoever, got to do it.
Got to do it.
Got to do it. Denny Avdia is by far the best player. How many players on their roster theoretically could get traded for multiple first-round picks?
1. I think Denny is the only one.
You wouldn't give up. I'd give up 2 for Tumani Kumara. I might just be too sick in the head in loving my defenders.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
I mean, Tumani Kumara, let's use this standard. In my opinion, Tumani Kumara could get minutes on the Thunder.
Oh, yes.
If you could get minutes on the Thunder and you're a defensive wing, I think you're worth 2 first-round picks.
The Thunder do love a wing that can't shoot.
They can kind of love.
They love it.
They lost one, so I mean, yeah. I would say Tumani. I think Klingon is interesting because we have included second-year guys, third-year, like.
Yeah, he could be
the right fit. I mean, I don't really see it.
The only one, like, definitely that I could just be like, yep, no doubt,
hands down.
Yeah, but you could talk me into Kamara and Klingon.
I mean, I'm just thinking of like playoff teams.
Sure.
If the Timberwolves were allowed to send 2 first-round picks for Tumani Kumara, they would do it.
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah.
And then that would be my favorite NBA team, I think. It'd be so cool. Jaden McDaniels at 3 and Kumar at the 4, or just those guys swapping 3 and 4. Amazing. All right. Who's their second best player?
This is a tricky question. Is it Drew Holiday?
Because I'm going to say, Dave,
don't know what...
it's Drew Holiday. I was going to say their second best player is Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday at this age is their second best player, I'm pretty sure. If it's not Tumani Kamara, it's Drew Holiday.
Right. I mean, Dame is a question mark.
We don't know what we're going to get from Damian Lillard.
Because this is, I mean, what is he, 36?
I have no clue. Yeah.
I believe he's 30. Yeah, he's 36. He just turned 36. Coming off an Achilles.
So I guess the elephant in the room that we haven't explicitly said. Damian Lillard and Ja Morant, I don't think can play basketball together.
They are going to.
But they're going to start because what else would you do? So who's going to start for this team?
I think it's Ja.
Is Drew coming off the bench because he's the grown-up?
I think Drew comes off the bench.
Okay.
Probably, I think it's Ja, Dame, Kamara, Denny, Klingon. That's their starting 5.
That's what I guessed. What's their best 5-man lineup? Let's do that now.
Drew Holiday's in there.
It's got it. I think he's so good.
Maybe it's Drew, Dame, Kamara, Avdia, Klingon. Ja is not in their best 5-man lineup, I don't think.
I'm now thinking about this. I think so. Ja, as much as we have to consider his lack of availability and his fragile nature, he's still so gifted offensively. And he's such a great passer. He's by far the best passer on this team. He is a great penetrator that honestly paired with Klingon, that's a really good pairing. I guess not knowing what we get from Dame, I would say I have to have Drew and Tumani out there. Those are perfect glue pieces, connective pieces, and good basketball players. They're great defenders. Yep. I think I would say Ja with Drew and Tumani plus Denny and Klingon.
Maybe.
I would even consider Robert Williams, Time Lord. If we're operating in the fantasy that everyone's healthy.
Everyone's healthy? Yeah, okay. Yeah,
for the 8 games that Ja and Time Lord are healthy together.
Would be nuts.
It'd be so good. Also, I guess we should acknowledge that Shaden Sharp is seriously injured. Was it a meniscus? A leg injury? Going to miss 6 months. Basically the season. It's a very odd team. If Damian Lillard looks to be even what he looked in his final season in Milwaukee, then I guess I would say you're probably better with that than Ja Morant. I mean, this is must-see TV at the very least. I mean, this is riveting stuff.
It's confusing.
Why wouldn't a team trade multiple?
Like this on purpose?
Why won't a team go get Drew Holiday? Is there no good team that can match his salary and just wants to have a great player?
I mean, I thought he might have been an option for Minnesota.
Love that. Could he go back to the Celtics? I mean, I feel like they have money. They could do that.
Possibly. I mean, they might be looking to move Derek White.
Derek White and Drew Holiday. I feel like if you're a good team, you got to squeeze the last bits of whatever out of Derek White and Drew Holiday. Those guys are proven playoff performers. Although Derek had a rough go of it shooting.
I wonder if there's a way like that they could have gotten Drew. Not now, obviously, but
yeah. All right, wait. What's our total number? We said yeah. I'm going to say two players you could trade for first round picks. I'm going to say Tumani and Denny, just for the scorekeeping.
Yeah, I'll go with 2.
Any moves that we forgot about, Dave?
Jeremy Sohan.
Jeremy Sohan's not going to play here.
Yeah, but
because they have Klingon, Time Lord, Young Hansen, who looked really good in summer league at times. I guess I'll say. They did sign Micah Potter, who was like pretty solid last year for the Pacers, and I feel like he might stick. This is another team that doesn't have power. Does teams not have power forwards anymore? Just power forwards are gone.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think they still exist.
Like, I mean, obviously that's what you would call Denny, but then behind him, I guess they just staggered Kumara, City Sissoko,
probably.
Sort of. Oh, we didn't even mention Scoot Henderson. What a summer for Scoot.
What do you even do if you're?
What do you even do?
Man? He had that 31 point game.
Yeah, he was,
and then a 0 point game.
He was on fire.
In the playoffs.
Yeah,
I just think like I don't know, man. I'd actually like to see him get out of there.
Well, now it's like if you're the Trailblazers, you have to move. You have to move Drew or Scoot, I think.
Maybe both.
It's very strange. It's a very strange situation. A lot of tough questions for Mike and Nori to figure that out. Let's take a break, Dave. Then we will come back and we will finish up the Northwest Division with the Utah Jazz. All right, Dave, our final team in the Northwest. They lost so many games last year. They're 22-60 Utah Jazz last year. However, tanking worked for them them throwing the season worked for them. Ended up with Darren Peterson.
Yeah.
Who's their best player, though, Dave? We'll start there.
Is it? I mean, Bryce Sensabaugh in my heart. Is it Lauri Markkanen?
I think it's
Jaren Jackson.
I think it's Lauri Markkanen, but I appreciate you asking the question about Jaren. I think it's Lauri Markkanen, but I think Jaren is closer than the average person thinks.
For sure.
I think Jaren's weird style of play, funny looking jump shot, and his notoriety around his foul issues and poor rebounding have him esteemed a little bit lower. I think Jaren helps you on both sides of the court a lot.
Mm-hmm.
He's a really good scorer.
A lot of his fouls are offensive fouls too.
Stupid fouls.
Just dumb. Pretty much every foul is a dumb foul. It's either a bad charge, which I feel like he does every game.
Yeah.
Or it is, I think I can get to that. Oop, nope, I actually can't.
I would love to see the breakdown. So, someone who scrapes the play-by-play data, let us know how many of Jaren Jackson Jr.'s career fouls are from him trying to block a shot.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to say it's a really low number. It's a very low number. It's something like 48% going for a steal 80 feet from the basket, 48% offensive foul. The remaining, I'm not sure what numbers I just said. I blacked out in a few. The remaining 5% tried to block a shot. Oh, yeah. Oh, illegal screens. Oh, that's it. Yeah. The offensive foul / illegal screens. Yeah. That's all of them.
So bad, man.
So, yeah, his mistakes are loud, but he's awesome.
Right.
So, yeah, both he, Jaren, and Lauri would get multiple firsts if they were available. We have proof of concept on Jaren from not very long ago. Yeah.
What about Keontae George?
I would say, yeah.
Probably.
What about Ace Bailey year 2?
That one's trickier.
Yeah, it is.
Did you see enough out of him? Right.
Just to take a swing. Team? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I would lean, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
I honestly, when I did this entire thing, I wanted maybe to exclude first and second year players because there's still so much of that new car syndrome or the it could be anything when it comes to young players. But I would lean to say 4 that it is Jaren, Lauri, Keontae George, and then also probably Ace Bailey.
4 picks for Bryce Sensabaugh though. If you want some buckets,
man,
I can't wait.
Sensabaugh can put the ball in the basket.
See, this is why, like, the one thing I'm rooting for with, like, if they expand and is Bryce Sensabaugh in Seattle as like their second or third best player in an expansion draft.
Move I forgot about Josh Okogie. Josh Okogie's here doing their depth chart. They have, I'm going to say 5 of the same kind of quality-ish player off the bench at maybe the backup 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm guessing they start Darren Peterson and Keontae George, and then Markkanen, Jackson, and Nurkic, and they're just big. That's sort of my guess. And then Ace Bailey off the bench, is probably a 3. I don't know if it's Jackson Hayes or Filipowski as backup 5.
Mm-hmm.
Isaiah Collier, backup 1, great table setter. And then your backup wing guard, our boy Sensabaugh.
Mm-hmm.
You got Svi, Mikhailuk. They got Josh Okogie. They got John Conchar. And then Cody Williams. Maybe he's more of a 3. Those guys are all that's just a clump of players. And some will play and some won't play. And I don't know who you're going to pick night to night.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they probably have a guy that they could throw out any given night, right? Like Sensabaugh. Oh, you need some points off the bench.
Yeah,
Sensabaugh night. You need a guy who can get some stops. Okogie night. I think that. Do
you want to win the game tonight? Conchar night. Conchar's a great player, man. Of course, rookies in the rotation. Darren Peterson's going to play a lot of minutes.
Oh yeah. That's probably it.
I mean, I don't think anybody else that I know of. What's the best 5-man lineup? Is it that starting lineup we thought about, or is it?
Yeah, I think it's the starters.
I mean, maybe
honestly, what's interesting is everyone sit Nurkic, slide up Jaren and Markkanen, and slide Ace Bailey in at the 3. I would actually want to see that.
You would think if Ace Bailey makes progress or he builds off his rookie season, that's going to be a lineup they go to a lot. The Lowry Jaren 4-5, it would be like so perfect if you had Andre Karolinko at the 3.
At the 3.
If we could unfreeze Andre Karolinko, bring him back to play the 3, or maybe like Sean Marion, a Cliff Robinson or something. They need some, like, I do worry about the rebounding and defense with the 4 or 5 of Jaren and Lowry together. And of course, my main concern for this entire roster is passing.
Right.
And just who's going to pass besides Isaiah Collier? I don't know. But it's going to be a fun team. This is going to be such a competitive division. This is a lot like the Southeast, where if the Wizards make a big step forward, like they are hoping to, and it seems like they would based on the talent they have, the Southeast is going to be, everybody's going to be competitive. In the Northwest, everyone is expecting to be competitive. The Jazz are intending to make the playoffs.
Who's going to be the worst team in the Northwest Division?
If I'm a betting man, I say the Trailblazers.
Same.
Yeah.
Wolves have some
catastrophe potential.
Right?
They do. I think they have this all went really bad potential. I mean, not even going off of like a very bizarre tangent, just LaMelo playing 30 games or having a season where he struggles and plays 45 games. They're going to be hard up, I think. Like they are depending so much on the fact that Jaden McDaniels never gets hurt and that Ant never, like, of course, any team, if you lose an all NBA Ant, it's going to struggle. But I still think they're leaning a lot on Jaden McDaniels being available like 76 games or something. So they do have a lot of, I don't know.
I think they're going to miss Julius Randle. I know that there's times where it's frustrating, but that guy, he eats a lot of innings.
He's a monster.
He is.
Do the Nuggets have? Are we underrating their calamity meter?
Like I think Jokic is 50 wins by himself. You know, put him out there with anybody, he's 50 wins. It's playoff time that it becomes a problem.
I'm trying to think how many players that we said are in the Northwest Division that we said could get swapped for first round picks. I think we're at something like 16. There's a lot of good players in this. I mean, yeah, I think it was maybe 15. I'll add that up next episode. Apologize if I was wrong. Really, really good division, of course, highlighted by the Thunder and then the Nuggets, Timberwolves trying to hang on at the top of the conference. The Trailblazers going the route less traveled with trying to resuscitate Ja Morant's career, bringing back franchise legend Damian Lillard. Then the Jazz actually going for it. Although, like, do you think the Kessler thing was just the proverbial Godfather offer?
Yeah.
They could not turn down that offer. Maybe they wished they had Kessler, because if they have Kessler, I feel a lot better about this team, even though I still would be very worried about their passing. Like,
Nurkic was pretty good for them last year.
Yeah, pretty all right.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I am with you, though. I think, if they had Kessler, that was the team everyone was kind of drooling over when Darren Peterson got drafted.
Yeah. Final thing. A reminder, if you want to play fantasy football, patreon.com/fastbreak breakfast. The Warriors signed Brandon Williams, who can dribble, and Georges Niang, who can shoot.
Yeah.
So
37 wins.
I was going to say 35 wins.
Here we come.
I was going to say 35 wins. Pencil it in. Anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out. If you want more, patreon.com/fastbreak breakfast. You guys are the best. Thanks for listening. And remember, breakfast is the most important thing.
to apologize for being G and G. Fastbreak Break, man. You understand?